So it's time for the main event. The sad to say, the final time we're going to talk about The Boys season three. Um, I think it's fair to say this has been a triumph of a season of TV. It's just
Yep.
been a triumph of a season of superhero TV, and it's been a triumph of superhero media. Period. Um, we had high hopes for this, and I'm pretty much going to say it exceeded my expectations all the way. So that's for the overall thing. But let's talk about this final episode real quick before we talk about our final thoughts on the whole season. Lottie, at the end of the last episode, Soldier Boy tells Homelander, you're my boy, Blue, right?" And where's that gonna land? And also we find out that Huey and Butcher, if they keep taking V, they'll be messed up, right? And we have to wonder where is this all gonna go? How are we're gonna resolve this? And so Lottie, we saw that. We saw the ending, the explosive ending. And what did you think about this episode?
If if there was a gift that I can show of a volcano, not just erupting, I'm talking about exploding, like a massive eruption of just absolute hypeness. It's not lava, it's hypeness. And the volcano is on top of my head. That is what happened.
Are you saying you look like Patrick Starr?
That is what happened when I watched this episode. My God, this episode was utterly entertaining. Probably the best thing superhero related that happened this year. I could not believe what I was watching because everything that I thought would happen did not happen. I mean, the whole dynamic of Homelander and Soldier Boy meeting was just poetry in motion, and not in a good way. In a good way, as in it was a great thing to watch, but it wasn't poetry in motion for what happened, you
Right.
know. And of course, just I just can't. Let's hurry up and get the spoilers. Let's just hurry up and let me finish it so I can start talking about spoilers.
Yeah, I mean my personal feeling about it, it was an explosive, literally and figuratively explosive finale to an already stellar season. I mean, it capped off the season. It did a finale. As they say, it landed properly. We they closed off most of the story lines that started earlier on. There was some real consequences. Some people died. Some people were hurt. Some people, they were taken care of. And like any good, ongoing show, left a big old holy shit, now what
Yep.
ending. And it just satisfied on all points. In terms of its action, it's just stellar. Great, just like that last big fight scene, just like amazing. In terms of moving the characters forward, you know, some people maybe they didn't get the resolution they wanted, but they got something. It really brought into focus the difference between, I've been maintaining that the boys, the real only real hero in the boys, the straight up here now, and that's actually not fair. The only real superhero in the boys is Starlight, and the members of the boys, they are maybe all screwed up in their way, but for the most part they are heroic, in their way. And we get some character redemption. We get a character that we think has sunk as low as he can go, and is just and pulls back from the brink, right? And then we get some oh shit, everything's, as I like to say, they're all fucked. You know, that's the sort of shit that I wanted from this show, and we got it. You know, at the end of the day, I'm just like, man, I'd hate to live in this world. The world that of the boys is awful, right? It's so, but its awfulness is also the reason why it can be so good, and it's not so awful like Game of Thrones awful that good people can't actually get, or doing good can't be rewarded. So just overall, I love Anthony Starr. He needs an Emmy, but everyone else is doing great work, and I love the writing on this show. I love that they are, as I said before, they are in your face with some things. They're so in your face with some things, political themes and all that stuff, and the violence and stuff. Sometimes they're so in your face that you forget that there's some subtlety in there too. That they are saying other things underneath, the in your face stuff. And so I really enjoy it. What a great way to end this season. And I'm very excited for the next season, which I do believe they're going to start filming very soon. So that's as generic and non-spoilery as I could get. So we're ready for spoilers now, right?
Yes.
All right. Do you want to start? You just jump around, or is this you want to start from the beginning of the episode? I mean, however you want to do it, man.
I want to jump around.
Okay.
The way Homelander looked, where Soldier Boy said you were a fucking disappointment. Homelander.
Now I want to note also that he is not the first person that said that to him.
Yes.
Well, I mean, obviously,
and it's not the first time he was said that this season.
Yeah, no, but Stan Edgar said said it very similarly, but the fact that the father figure, said it to him was just devastating. I'm talking about just devastating. And do you remember earlier in the episode when, when Soldier Boy was like, "Yeah, my dad always was just like just a disappointment. So I went and did this," and then he's like, "You took the," it's like just disappointment. You're just a disappointment. You took the easy way." And I was like, "Holy shit!" And he turns around and does the same thing to his son.
Yep.
That's, oh my god, that's some deep shit right there. Yeah, and so you knew what time it was as soon as he was just like, "You're a disappointment." I was like, "Oh damn, y'all about to fight." Right?
Yep. And here's the crazy part. How dare these people
I know what you're gonna say.
make me root for Homelander? How dare they? How? For one, I had to catch myself. I was like, "Oh, what is?" I was like,
"Wait a minute, hold on, wait." And you know what? They fuck around with us so multiple times in this episode when it comes to Homelander. Because think about it. Earlier in the episode, he murders Black Noir, right?
yeah,
But and somewhat justifiably, maybe if you want to look at it a certain way, but he murders Black Noir, right?
yeah,
For lying to him. All right, and then he barely holds on from murdering A-Train, Deep, and Ashley, right? And humiliates all three of them in front of each other. And it's just like, I just murdered the person that was better than all of y'all, right? And so you had that scene, and you're just like, God, fuck this guy, right? And then they got the scene with Soldier Boy, and he's just like, "You're a disappointment," and they fight. And he literally, and he goes and gets Ryan earlier in the episode. And by the way, what a bitch ass little kid. Fuck that kid. Like I've wanted to care about that, but I've been like, "You're an annoying little."
yeah. Okay, and I'm gonna say this.
The whole
And I'm gonna
I've been
say
like,
this.
Fuck that kid.
Yeah, and I'm gonna say this towards the end. At the end of the thing, and a lot of people are like thinking that I'm overthinking this. He's about to become a fucking terrible human being. Like terrible. Because it's like we talk about this. I was just talking about this with my friend. Homelander kills, but he doesn't get off on killing people. He gets off in the enjoyment. He kills out of anger and just being a loose cannon. I think his son is about to become a sadistic. Because after he saw that guy get killed, he
Yeah.
smiled. And then let's talk about
Yeah, fuck
this.
that kid. but
And
but real quick, let me just finish that thought.
yeah,
The whole part where you were saying, well, they make you root for Homelander. It's that it's as shitty as he is, and he's fucking awful. As shitty as he is, he stopped worrying about the fight because of Ryan, right?
yeah,
He cares about Ryan. He runs to Ryan. He tries to protect him. He'd rather get beat up than that. And to the point where Butcher's like, I care about Ryan too, so I guess we're turning on fucking Soldier Boy, right?
yeah.
That's fucking crazy. Now, I was so fucking torn in that scene because I was like, yeah, but the only, he was about to do that toward the end. He was about to do the big, depowering thing that he does, and
Yep.
Ryan, and it was going to hit Ryan, and he was just like he was willing to shield him, and all I could think was, oh well, that kid. Well, too bad about that kid because Homelander really needs to fucking go. But that's not the way they went with it, and Maeve. By the way, who's fucking badass?
Yeah, she was
She
whooping.
stood. Yeah.
She was whooping on
Well, she
Homelander
stood
for
in the pocket a lot longer than I thought she would. I thought he was gonna rip. I think he was distracted. Otherwise, he could have ripped her apart. But she saves them, and I'm just like, I don't think that was the right move. But but I just recognize like he's not completely inhuman. Well, maybe he is, but when it comes to people with superpowers, he sees them as sort of equals. And it was, I was like, yeah, I was rooting for him, but also I was like, fuck, no, just hit both of them. That's probably the better thing to do. And here we are, right? But you want to
yeah.
talk about that? First of all, I know you're about to talk about the scene where Homelander, does the thing. I just want to say fuck Todd. So go ahead.
Yeah, he
ahead.
is a absolute. I was just gonna say that too. I'm just like, this woman is just dating an absolute.
She married the guy.
Oh, she married. So she is. I'm just happy that the daughter recognizes who her real father is. Just thank God, because this dude he's about to, like, the next season. And I think this is what's going to cause the wife, the ex-wife, and Todd to divorce, because I think he's gonna be wanting to like suck Homelander's dick. You know what I mean? And next season, and it's just she's probably gonna be like, no, we got to stop this. And I'm telling you, Maurice. Ryan, ooh boy, he's about to be what was that movie with that little kid with Superman powers? He's about to become that.
Was, Brightburn.
Yeah, he's about to become Brightburn. And I think
And he's going to be enabled and cheered on by bitch ass people like Todd. Like,
but
I mean, and let's be clear. We know, let y'all know, that's straight up MAGA Proud Boys. Straight, that's that.
Yeah.
Let's be clear. That's what they're talking about. And Homelander's Trump shooting somebody, in front of a crowd of people and not going to jail for it. So we can be clear about that.
Yep. And I think Homelander is about to have his handful with Ryan too, because like I said, Homelander kills, but he usually kills based off of lashing out, and he doesn't kill people that he finds useful to him. I think Ryan is going to start killing people that Homelander finds useful.
Is Ryan? Is he going to be Roose Bolton? Is he going to be not Roose Bolton? Is he going to be Roose Bolton's bastard? What was the kid? What was the guy's name?
Yeah, yeah. I know what you're talking about. He's about to be. He's
Ramsey Snow. Is he gonna
yeah.
be
He's
Ramsey
about
Snow?
yeah.
Oh
He's
God.
about to be. He's about to. Ryan is about to be an absolute terror out there, and man, and then we got to talk about the next thing, because this is what I was just telling, like, my friend Anthony. He was going like, oh well, the next thing they're going to be fighting Homelander. I'm like, no, I don't think the boys are going after Homelander. And they're like, what do you mean? Homelander got what he want. What Homelander has everything that he wants. He has a fan base that loves him no matter what the fuck he does, and he has his son. Homelander is sort of off the table. Like you said, you called this, but not in the way that you thought it was. Homelander's off the table. He's not the main villain. He's not going to be the main villain in season 4. He's going to be there, but he's not the main focus. Because what does Homelander have? What is the reason for Homelander to antagonize? He has his son. He has a fan base that loves him. He literally's gotten everything he wants. He's got the perfect ending.
The only thing else he will want is to be president, or I think he wants to be the God King of the world. But I think he's also seen by running Vault. He's like, that's boring, and I don't fucking like it.
Yeah, but right now, the 4th season, I think he'll be sort of set to the side for this crazy woman that's about to become vice president.
Yeah, probably President Victoria Newman. Yeah, as Butcher
Yeah,
said,
because she's gonna pop that. She's gonna pop old dude's head.
Butcher said this bitch has got to go, and I'm like, I hear you, but it all set up so smooth. Let's talk about some positive forward movement on here. Starlight, she is no longer part of Vault. She's part of the boys now. That's
Thank
God.
God.
Huey did not bitch out. Thank God. Like Huey's dip into the dark side. Boy, that thank God that didn't last too long.
Yeah.
He turned around and found a way to be strong without having to be this toxic, shitty person that he was turning into. And Starlight, she got to do her thing. It wasn't the greatest. Maeve got to do her thing. I really like that. Marvin got to talk to his daughter and be like, "Hey, I'm kind of messed up," and it's okay, right? And then of course Frenchie and Kimiko are back there. They're the dynamic duo, and I just kind of love that. And they are fucked, man. I'm not kidding. They're fucked. Like, the best they can do is go after Victoria Newman, because right now, what the hell do they have against Homelander? Oh, and we ain't even said anything about Butcher having 18 months to live. I mean, what do they do?
What do you think? Do you really think they're going to kill off the character Butcher?
I think that they put a timeline on him now. He's got only so much time, and
You don't think he becomes like a partial soup or something?
No, I mean that would be that to me. This is excellent. He's got only so long to live. I don't want them to back out of that. They don't need to back out of that. They need to give. He's got to borrow. He's living on borrowed time, and he's got to make that count to do something about the problem of superheroes. And I think that's good, because if for no other reason, it makes all of his decision making, especially towards the final days of trying to do something useful with his life before he's gone. It makes that way more interesting. So, as far as the rest of the boys, they've got two superpower people on their side. One of which is powerful but limited, and the other which is not very powerful but basically can't die. And then, of course, the government has Soldier Boy locked up, so he's the ace in the hole. How the fuck are they gonna bring this all together with Ryan? That fuck. I'm serious. I know he ain't done nothing yet, but fuck that kid.
I think he's. I think Ryan is going to be the baddie of all baddies
Oh my god.
because you got to because this is the thing that I think people are still missing because everyone's like, well, he's just a kid, but he was born a soup. He wasn't
It,
injected and became a
yeah.
soup. He was born.
Well, even worse.
He's going to be powerful.
Well, the worst thing about it is that he doesn't have a good guiding influence anymore. You know, his mom being dead that fucked everything up because Grace, she did what she could, but she is who she is. Butcher is not a good influence. He tried, but he's not good at it. You know, we saw that in this. He is not equipped to be a good male role model, and he proved it in this season. If we can lay it at anybody's feet for why Ryan is where he is now, it's fucking Butcher's fault, right?
Yep.
It's all he's fucked everything up, and so now the world's gonna have to live with the fact that slowly but surely, you know, Homelander Trump is going to become more and more brazen and belligerent and awful and doing whatever the fuck he wants, and he's gonna have a kid backing him up to fuck things up. You know, that's what I'm thinking of. Like next season, things are gonna be jacked up, like more than they are
Mhm.
now. And I'm just like, how does Butcher get them through this? Because it looks unwinnable right now. So I don't know. We gonna see. Oh, I'm gonna do want to note though that you might know that spin-off season series that they're having apparently it's gonna cross over with the next season of The Boys. So we got that to look forward to. So anyway, this is long. This is a long rambling thing. I think this just a great ending. I think the season was awesome. And you're right, best superhero thing. Just best superhero thing we've had all year. I'm
Yep.
sorry, Peacemaker. You can you're up there too, but still, definitely the best thing. So, all right. Well, that's all we had to say about the Boys season 3. What do you guys think about it? What do you guys think about what we had to say? Get down to the comment section. Leave your thoughts there. And of course, you can always hit us up, supernotfunnyshow@gmail.com or at supernotfunnys1 on Twitter. Of course, you can also get down there since you're clicking things. Hit that subscribe button, join the Super Not Funny Show family, and you can hit the notification bell to let you know when we drop new content. I've been Mode Fupe, resident fabricant and comic extraordinaire on all things pop culture, joined by the anime expert, video game designer, lover of all things superhero, my good friend Ladi. And we'll see you guys on the other side of the thread. Peace.
Peace.